The week spent in the region of Villavicencio, Colombia has been great. We have seen some awesome habitats and some really cool fish. We have seen pike cichlids at most locations, found the Apistogramma vehita, watched females of 2 different populations of Apistogramma alacrina with fry. We've seen at least 3 species of Acara-type cichlids, and too many tetras to count. But what we have not seen a lot of is catfish, specifically Corydoras catfish. So when Hernando asked me what I wanted to see on my last full day of collecting in the Llanos, I told him to take me someplace where I could find Corydoras mete, one of the iconic aquarium fish from the Meta River system. Hernando replied, "No problem, mi amigo. Get in the car." Ted's Fish Room presents Colombia 2016, sponsored by Amazonas Magazine, Repashy Superfoods, and SwissTropicals.com. Hernando and Alessandro know exactly where to go to find Corydoras mete. This catfish is one of the most important species for collectors in the area. Our trip today will take us northeast out of the city towards the headwaters of the Meta River. We passed through a very nice neighborhood, and the traffic on this side of town is not as heavy as on the south side, so we made pretty good time. Hernando keeps stopping at places he thinks I want to see, like this roadside waterfall. There will be no fish here because the water is only here when it rains. I have noticed that we stop someplace Hernando thinks is interesting whenever he wants a cigarette. Our target area is an extensive patch of farmland on the Llanos with a network of streams and moriche palm swamps that crisscross the area. A moriche palm swamp is a very interesting habitat that exists in places where the water table is close enough to the ground surface for a shallow lake to exist most of the year. A mature palm swamp will have a grove of tall palm trees that dominate the habitat. These trees are in turn habitat for many birds, especially parrots. This grove is being visited by at least 3 species of parrots, but the birds are very good at staying out of sight.
Parrots.
This swamp habitat is great for all kinds of aquatic life. We see several water turtles and even a small caiman. Alessandro says he collects a lot of ram cichlids, small tetras, splash tetras, and pencilfish in moriche swamps. The water today is very murky and the sky is threatening storms, so I opt to skip pulling a seine through the swamp in hopes of getting to a stream with Corydoras in it. Add netting fish in a moriche swamp to the list of things to do on the next trip. Sponge filters are the choice of serious aquarists in their fish rooms because they are inexpensive and effective. The biggest mistake a fish keeper can make is to assume that there is no technical advantage to one type of filter over another. Perret filter foams are superior to other foams which will eventually break down in an aquarium. I have Perret foam filters from Swiss Tropicals that have been in constant use in my fish room for a decade. Swiss Tropicals is the exclusive distributor of Perret foam in North America and a supplier of other high-quality aquarium products. Visit SwissTropicals.com today and learn more about the aquarium filters that the experts use. Amazonas, the world's favorite aquarium magazine. Amazonas is one of the world's legendary tropical fish publications, read by tens of thousands of enthusiasts who are passionate about keeping fascinating and thriving freshwater aquariums. Every issue brings rare fish husbandry and breeding, world-class aquarium systems, freshwater aquarium advice, and thought-provoking news and much, much more. Stay inspired, stay informed, and stay connected to the world's most passionate aquarium keepers. Subscribe to the world's favorite aquarium magazine, Amazonas. Storms are on their way over the grasslands of the Llanos, but hopefully we have some time to get to at least one stream before we get hit. Not too far from the Marichi Swamp, the road crosses over a gorgeous stream. This appears to be a perfect place for filming. A low rock dam has been set across the stream below the bridge, creating a large, clear pool. The water below the rock dam is very shallow and the water is very fast. Two very distinct habitats right next to each other. I am calling this place the Bat Bridge Creek because there is a colony of bats living under the bridge. We take a careful look in the water in the deeper, calmer section, but do not see a lot of fish moving. The water is high, so the fish are spread out and not as concentrated as they were in other streams we visited. Time to get in the water and see what we can find. Alessandro finds a freshwater crab. Crabs like these are evidence of what is described as a marine incursion, when marine creatures manage to enter and colonize freshwater habitats where they stay and evolve into purely freshwater animals. Other examples in South America include stingrays, pufferfish, and porpoises. Suddenly, there they are. We find the Corydoras metae. They were hiding around the structure near the side of the pool where there was a bit more open sand. We find another species of Corydoras further upstream, closer to the bridge, where the water is shallower and the bottom is very rocky. This is Corydoras melanotanea, and it is very different from the more typical meta-drainage cories that have light body colors and black markings. This species of cory is more similar to Corydoras aeneas. The glowing amber colors are very pretty. True to his word, Hernando knew a place where he could take me to find Corydoras metae, but there is a whole nother section of that stream to explore below the rock dam where the water is shallower and moving a lot faster. We'll explore that section of the stream in the next episode of Colombia 2016. Don't miss an episode of Colombia 2016. Please subscribe to my channel and help spread the word by sharing this video with your friends. Thank you for watching Ted's Fish Room, and please check out my sponsors for this series, Repashy Superfoods, SwissTropicals.com, and Amazonas Magazine.